Hi there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter at the Heirloom Paper Art Show with another demo from Rubbernecker. They're going to show us how to do this fabulous basket coloring. Here is Julia. Take it away.
Well, we've got two techniques we're showing you today. We're going to use sponging and a lighter and darker color to show like the sun is hitting the basket. And we're also making our own ink pad to show that we can color, we can stamp with one flower and get multicolor on the stampings.
Nice.
So first, if we're making our own little ink pad, we make it out of this cut and dry stamp pad felt. And we cut it into like a 3x3 square. And we've inked it, so actually there are 9 colors on here, even though you can't really see them clearly anymore. And if you're making this, I would recommend you make a grid and write the colors down in the grid so that you know what's in each one. Label it top and label the back of your stamp pad top as well. You can store it in a Ziploc bag and it will stay moist for you, and then take it out to use it. And if it does start drying up, you've got your grid so you know where, even if you can't really see the definition, you know that the top corner is the squeezed lemonade and then the spun sugar. You can see that they, even though they look blended, they are not blended. They keep separately on the side.
Nice.
So that's kind of a fun way to be able to stamp multicolor flowers without taking out all the stamp pads and rock and rolling and maybe contaminating your ink. So to do our basket, first we stamp the basket in black. We used archival ink, Ranger. I'm going to do a purple basket. I've made a negative template by stamping the basket and cutting it out with scissors. And then I'm going to lay that over the basket. And for the inks, I'm using milled lavender for the light color and dusty concord for the dark color. So first I'm going to lightly ink the light. I'm not putting much pressure on this sponge at all, just to get some on, because you can always add more, but you can't always take off. Then for the darker color, I'm using dusty concord. I'm not pressing hard at first. I don't want to get an angle like a corner, so I'm rolling. And I'm going to sponge along the top, along the side, and along the bottom. And as I've dropped a lot of the ink, I can press harder so that I'm not getting a blob of ink. I'm just getting a nice, smooth application of it. I'm going to put it on until I'm happy with the color. Then I can go back with the lighter and just go over the light spot to make that a little darker and to blend it in a little better with the dark. And when you remove your mask, you have a really pretty basket. So then we want to stamp the stem on the basket, but the stems are longer. We don't want to stamp over the basket. So I'm putting a piece of cardstock over, but I want to see where the basket top is, so I stamp within it with the stems. So I can stamp that down.
Oh,
with
nice.
that. And then we pick our flowers and we sort of think, well, where do we want to go in here? Now, if I wanted solid colors, I could use any of these inks and make a solid color like this one here with all of just a lighter and dark purple, which are the same colors I used on the basket. But to make it a little more colorful, I'm going to try like getting mostly the wild honey and the tumbled glass. So that's where I'm going to ink on this multi-ink pad. And you can see I've got those colors there.
Oh, pretty.
If I go more into the blue, I get mostly blue. If I go more into the wild honey, I get mostly the wild honey, which might be the way nature is. There's sort of a mix on the flowers. So I just keep stamping until I'm happy with how it looks.
Beautiful.
Then there's also this fun little dot stamp that's in the pot set. And I'm going to do some glue on that and just stamp some little whimsy dots.
Kind of beach set last year. That was nice.
And then I'm going to put some grass And again, I'm going to, this is a flower stamp, but it lends itself to grass. It's up here in this set.
Oh, that's a nice set.
And I'm going to go in the greens with a little of the brown. And then we will just add our sentiment. Let's see. These are all the stamps that are from this set, and they all talk about flowers or gardens or friendship. I want to make sure I'm stamping right side up. And there we go.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing this demo with us.
You're welcome.
We're at the Rubbernecker booth at the Heirloom Stamp Show. Thanks for watching. Happy crafting.